This is the masseter muscle. The function is to elevate the mandible and it works unilaterally, so it forms a sideways motion. Capitis dorsalis major and minor. The action is to extend the head. Oblique capitis cranialis. It's a bilateral head extender. The sphenius. Bilateral head and neck extender. The cervical and thoracic portion. The action is raise the scapula against the trunk and swings the limb cranially to advance. Sternocephalicus. It unilaterally flexes the neck and pulls the head down, and bilaterally it's a head flexor. It draws the limb forward and elevates the limb and neck. It fixes the scapula against the trunk, and when standing it will help to lift the neck. Brachiocephalicus advances the limb and extends the shoulder when the limb is in motion, and it draws the head and neck ventrally when the limb is fixed. Ventralis, cranial and caudalis runs here. This elevates the ribs. Here. It assists the serratus ventralis when the hoof is on the ground, and it rotates the thoracic limb in paramedian plane, leading the movement to the scapula cranially and the humerus caudally. It extends and braces the shoulder. The infraspinatus lies just behind it, and it braces the shoulder, supporting flexion and extension. Deltoid. And this flexes the shoulder. This muscle is antagonist to the brachiocephalicus, and it retracts the free limb and flexes the shoulder joint. It also draws the trunk forward and over the fixed limb. Dorsi. It raises the spine and supports the head and neck. It's the main muscle used in rearing, bucking and aids in turning. The tensor fascia lata, like it says, tenses the fascia of the lata, and it helps the gluteus medius in its hip. Medius. The main function is extension of the hip joint. And the semimembranosus extends the hip and stifle during weight bearing, facilitating propulsion, but when it's non-weight bearing it adducts and retracts the limb. And good boy Charlie, semi-10 just behind it, extends the hip, stifle and teres during weight bearing, causing propulsion, and when the limb is non-weight bearing it flexes the stifle, rotates the leg outwards and moves it back. Vastus lateralis. This extends the leg. Gastrocnemius. Extends the tarsus and assists in flexing the stifle. Next is the lateral cartilages. Sandy, just here. Good boy. The last one is the lateral extensor tendon. Next is the palmar digital arteries. These run like this. Yeah. Palmar extensor. Next ligament is the annular ligament. That one again. Yeah. Annular ligament. So next is the suspensory ligament. Good boy, Charlie. Runs right over it. Good boy. The deep digital flexor tendon. This is the superficial digital flexor tendon. Temporomandibular joint and the wing of atlas. And then the transverse processes of C3 to 5. The dorsal process of the wither area, the scapular spine, the cranial part of the greater tuberosity of the humerus, deltoid tuberosity, lateral epicondyle of humerus, and the accessory carpal bones. The lumbar vertebrae, tubersacral, tubercoxae, the tuberosity, and the cranial part of the greater trochanter of the femur. Patella, lateral condyle of the femur, lateral malleolus of the tibia, calcaneal tuberosity. Good boy, Sonny. Make sure 4 fingers can fit.